You guys, this is crazy because I literally freaking set out all the goals that I set out for myself for March. I set my goals for myself that I said that I would achieve. And the craziest thing happened, man. Craziest thing happened. I landed a job on the 3rd of March. These were my goals: to land a job, get the custom plate number, get a desk, shelf, and shoes. Those were my 5 main goals that I had set out for myself. And on the 3rd of March, I landed my first job as a barista. That's already one goal achieved. On the next week, when I got my first paycheck, I bought my custom plate number. And then the next week, I ordered my desk. And during that same week, I got my shoes. And that arrived the following week when I also when I also got my desk, and the plate number had arrived. So it was perfect timing. And then, and then I got my shoes as well. So those were all 5 of my goals done. And I just can't believe it because look at this now. I'm employed. I have an income. Here's my freaking desk. I have more space to work with. Bam. Over there is my license plate. And what's it on? My freaking desk, man. My freaking desk. And on the side over here, that's my shoe box. I got Nike SB Blazers, my favorite shoe. Man, and it's like a full circle moment because I'm recording this right now because in my mind, I'm literally sitting down on my chair and I'm looking at what I created for myself. And I'm really proud of it because I was in such a, oh man, I was like, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what my next move was, but thank God that he allowed me to work this job, and he answered my prayers. And man, because before I even had my job, before I even got the job, a day before was when I called them up, and on the next day I got it, just as fast as that. Like, no interview whatsoever, just next day, the very next day I woke up and I started working. And it's insane because I'm here right now and the phone's on my desk, you know, the desk that I worked so hard for. Right shoes as well, you know, all these different things. So it's been really good. And now I can finally work to one of my other goals, which is, you know, learning Japanese. So I've just, you know, been learning Japanese slowly, bit by bit. And it's been really good, you know. I'm just learning hiragana. I know it's taken me a bit to learn hiragana. You know, it should only take a week, but for me, it's kind of slowed down. It's been like 3 weeks, and I'm still trying to work towards making my way through. But I've been working hard towards achieving my other goals. So now that they've been accomplished, I can put more time towards, you know, me actually getting through hiragana, me getting through katakana, and making my way to learning grammar, you know, annotations, what else? Like, you know, more vocab, and like trying to piece together a sentence and, you know, work towards my other goals, which is hopefully becoming, you know, fluent or like at a conversational level, you know. So hopefully I can achieve that before I go back to Japan, which is November of this year. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's been a while since I've uploaded, and I know that you guys are, I mean, I don't have a lot of viewers anyways. I've only got like what, 7 or 8, like 10. I think at most I got was 55. But yeah, to those who actually care, it's been a while since I posted. And I apologize, but this is what I've been up to pretty much for the last month, and now it's April. It's the 5th of April now, at the time of the making of this video. But I've been meaning to post consistently, and that was one of the goals that I had. But obviously, you can't do everything at once, right? We're only human. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been up to this past month. It's been really good. It's been really hard, but we got through it, and yeah, I can see the result of all my efforts. I can see the outcome of all my sacrifices, and it's really satisfying. It's really refreshing because it really does pay off. So you guys should take this as a reminder and just know that whatever goal you're working towards, when you show up every single day for it, the results don't have a choice. Exactly. So whatever goal that you have, you will accomplish because you've showed up every single day and you've got this tenacity, you've got this unbreakable force that whatever adversity you're faced with, you will push through that no matter how hard it is. And having that trait and having that characteristic as a person will take you very, very far in life. So don't give up no matter how hard it gets, because you will regret it sooner or later. And when the time comes, when you are on your deathbed, you'll wish that you did more with your life. And that's honestly something for me that I can't live with. I can't live with what ifs, and I can't live with if only I did this and if only I did that and what if I did this and what if I did that. No, hell no, bro. I'm not gonna be living that life. A life filled with regrets is something that my mind cannot bear. Like, I know that I try and be as mentally strong as I can, but these are the type of things that I can't settle with. I can't just, you guys shouldn't be able to settle with this either. This should bother you. This should piss you off. This should scare you. You do not want to be average. You do not want to be like the rest of the other people. And I know that you're watching my videos because you're that type of person. You're that type of person to not want to be average. You don't want to die with goals that are unaccomplished, or with passions that you haven't actually fulfilled, or passions that you haven't pursued in life. Like, there's so much more to this life than what you guys could possibly ever imagine. And the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll take advantage of the opportunities that you have in life. So I filled out my other notebook, my daily checklist, or my daily list of things to do. And I've got another one from Uniqlo. And without actually having a job, I wouldn't have been able to buy these things. You know, the daily checklist of agendas and activities that I would have for myself. This notebook where I'd plan my future goals. You know, I'd have my goals roadmap for trading. I'd have other things there like, you know, my YouTube, social media goals and everything. and I would have, we'll get into that later, but yeah, a lot of other goals: income allocation, investment allocations, and building up my portfolio. I've got all these other goals on the side, and none of that would have actually been possible if I hadn't had a job. I want to show you guys another thing as well, which is what I've got on my wall right here. Over here, I've got my calendar. Basically, just helps me keep track of things. And I also got my whiteboard now. And that's actually something that I bought through having some money. So, if you guys are jobless, I hate to sound blunt, but I'm just going to tell it to you straight. If you guys are jobless and you guys don't have jobs, if you guys have no way of earning money, or like you don't have a solid stream of income, even though the work might be hard, it's so worth it. It's so worth it. Everything in this world costs money, one way or another. Everything in this world costs something. Either that be your time, money, or, you know, other sacrifices that you have to make. Whatever it is, when you have a job, I'm pretty sure this is just common sense at this point, but it just allows you to do so much more. And actually, yeah, another thing as well, I think after this, I'm just going to cut it short, but when I did get paid, and every single time the money would hit my bank account, that would just be like, oh, a big dopamine hit to the brain, a massive dopamine hit to the brain. I'm like, holy, you know, I just got paid. Oh shit, I think I just popped my pimple, but I just got paid. And when I see those digits go up, and when I saw those 4 digits in my bank account, I'm like, damn, bruh. 4 digits. Us. Just like that. Let me tell you, when I saw that, that shit made me want to work 10 times harder the next week. But my boss cut my hours. So, but it did make me want to work harder though, and that should motivate you guys to work as well. You know, getting a job is amazing. All right, that's my point. So I hope I got that across. Yeah, March was productive, and I hope that I can do the same for this month in April too.